Welcome to Athens, Georgia, Sanford Stadium, home to the Georgia Bulldogs, where more than 90,000 have already started to bark loudly. Today we have a top 25 matchup on hand with two of college football's premier teams preparing to slug it out. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. It bounds through the back of the end zone. set of downs. Goes to the option. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Loses 4. Second down coming up.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. The pitch. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays, now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Still on his feet at the 35. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Out of the gun to give to the back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
They're strong and they're scrawl. Defensive tackles, they're scrawl. They're such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
On the run, it's Frazier. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And I think a lot of times when offenses run these counters, you're going to fake one way, right? Pull guys the other direction. If you can get some penetration really quickly, get behind those pullers, you got a chance to get in the backfield just like right there and create a TFL.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking downfield, it's Leonard. Quick completion on the out route.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these 2 guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
They'll go with a direct snap. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And that was a nice 2nd down run. It's setting up 3rd and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Gets it out fast. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Wants to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback is snowed under. Notre Dame lines up quickly. On second down, he'll fire. Moves away as he feels pressure. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot, you start trying to aim it, you really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do, but over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Wide receivers, running backs, you see them. They're interchangeable now. You see each playing different positions and handing the ball to wide receivers like you get here. You know, wide receivers are getting the ball more and more in space, but you're also trying to hand them the football so they can make some plays, get more touches, especially those good guys. Not a great game, but definitely a good job of getting the wide receiver involved in the run game.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets rid of it. Grab near the marker. It's Smith. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Wide out in motion. He leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. On the run, it's Etienne. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
That's the end of the first quarter with the game score.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. And the try is no good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is.
And just not enough leg on that kick. You see it just gets knocked down by the crossbar.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Leonard. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Finds his man down the middle. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They're a couple of yards short of the 1st down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint and try and put some points on the board.
It's a reverse. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And I tell you what, I love the versatility of wide receivers nowadays. You can handle the football in many different ways, but I like this. Get him going full speed in motion. He's already got all that speed built up, handling the football. He can chew up 5 yards in a hurry, get you those critical yards you need to put you in better situations.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Looking to throw on 3rd. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Georgia lining up to punt it away.
On to kick it away.
Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Here come the Irish back on offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Got his man. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
And I think fans get upset sometimes, like run your route past the sticks so we get the first down, but nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the 4th down.
What a turning point this could be. The offense is going for it inside its own 30. On 4th down, looking to pass. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. They're trying to get to it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd and 10 from the 28. They'll run it. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. And the Bulldogs in the hurry-up. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets the give. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run the option. Now the toss. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. Trying trying to surge it in. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. A relatively short field goal try from 26 yards out. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. He'll call for the fair catch here. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
This time he's got his man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking to move it through the air. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. Quick strike complete. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Trying to find his man on first down. The quick out. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And a great play design here in this type of situation. Obviously, trailing, you're trying to put something up on the scoreboard and just using the sideline, using the boundary, getting the ball out of bounds and stopping the clock.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Love. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here come the Irish back on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game.
And he breaks into the open. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
Back to throw, it's Leonard. Quickly complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
That last completion sets him up on second down. Give to the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. Dances away again. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Defenses throughout the week study every third down situation. You've got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Catch in the middle, it's locked. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
On second down, looking to throw. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Using the quick game. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's third and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on fourth. You don't have to worry about that now. Because of the pass completion, it's first and goal.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You've got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart.
Touchdown, Irish! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up a touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been pumped the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
Georgia, 3.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Looking to go up top on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Here comes the offense on second down. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. They'll throw on third and short. Extending the play. Caught near the sticks. It's Smith. And he's out of bounds, but not before a good, sizable pickup, and that has been a rare sight in this one.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
4-2 Spider. They run the reverse. And that was a creative play call, but a better defensive play to stop it for no gain.
You know, as an offense, oftentimes you try the reverse play because you're trying to take advantage of a defense over pursuing and by a lot of defensive team speed. Didn't work right there. Great discipline by this defense.
Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Unleashes one deep. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall on the turf. It'll be third down.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to be a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a third and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
I think one of the hardest places to move the football on the field is right outside that fringe area. Now the offense gets to skip that area because it was a great job by this running back, making something happen, getting the ball all the way down the field, now set up on first and goal.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line going to have to do a lot better job, giving him some more space so he can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Gets it inside the 10, picks up a yard. They'll mark it at the 9.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the catch. And he showed off that stiff arm for a nice pickup on the play.
Brings up fourth and goal. That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Notre Dame 14, Georgia 3.
A fourth quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on fourth and goal. On on the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Now they'll try to get the 2 and make it a 3-point game late. Pushes toward the goal line. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fair catch called for and made. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To the air, it's Leonard. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat. They've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or 2 miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Huge play here late, and this crowd is coming to help the defense. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He's got it, and they convert. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on 4th down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion, now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Anytime a blitz gets home that fast, I'm going to call it a lot, okay? I'm going to use this one time and time again until they find some answers to how we got that linebacker to the quarterback that fast.
We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, it's Leonard. Got his man quickly. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Making the running back a weapon in the passing game makes it so difficult on the defense to cover everything.
No doubt. And listen, there's so many matchups across the board. If I'm playing offense, I'm going to assess it. Like, where do I have a speed advantage? Is it a running back versus a linebacker? Is it receiver versus a corner? Whatever it is, I'm going to find it. And you could tell it was the running back, and they took advantage.
Quickly to the tight end. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. He's looking to throw it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He's going to pass on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Love. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Mitchell. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And the defense has given up some plays, some passing yards on this drive. You want to stop that? Nice job rushing the quarterback, making him feel a little bit of pressure and getting him on the ground and now getting him behind the sticks.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Third down, and these fans trying to make it impossible to communicate. To the air, it's Leonard. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. So close to that end zone, he can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical third down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
And a chance perhaps to salt this game away if this offense can pay this off with a late touchdown. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Smith. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points.
And the ball is picked off. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
28, Georgia, 9.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Line gets set, first down. Power football with the run. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able...
Lofts one high and deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Here's a throw downfield late. Fires into traffic, picked off. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Looking for a man, it's Leonard. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now